Live from the campus of Westfield State University, this is 89.5 FM, WSKB, Westfield.
Support for community radio on WSKB provided by Westfield Electroplating. Employing over 140 skilled platers, painters, and technicians, Westfield Electroplating was founded in 1946 and was the first company in the country to achieve National Aerospace and Defense Contractor Program accreditation, proudly maintaining that status for over a decade. Westfield Electroplating provides over 50 quality finishes to meet your corrosion, cosmetic, or performance needs. On the web at www.westfieldplating.com or 413-568-3716. Westfield Electroplating, putting the finishing touches on technology.
Wow, it is Tuesday morning and it is August 22. You'll see my trusty assistant, Rick Berry, has just delivered the man in the center box, Peter Coles, our great producer. This is the Westfield on Weekend Show. My name is Bob Plass, and we are here. Rick.
I wanted to start with the sunrise, Bob. Look at that. It's beautiful out there.
Oh, my God. Look at that. Holy mother.
Absolutely beautiful out there.
Now, one television has a more beautiful sunrise than the other. Can you do...
One might be slightly tweaked differently, Bob.
Oh, okay. All righty. Can you do that with your home televisions to make everything
Bob.
look more beautiful?
It's called Vivid. There's a setting called Vivid.
There is? Where do you find that? Did you know this?
Yes.
I had no idea. Where is the setting called Vivid?
In your color settings, usually there's presets.
And
One of them is generally called Vivid.
And there's another place you can go to make yourself look beautiful, too.
Where is that?
Vivid.
Hey, it's Salon. Vivid the Salon.
Vivid the Salon, yes.
Oh, man. Talk about making myself more beautiful. You know, I do these reels all the time. Have you been following my reels? Okay. You can get me on Instagram at Plass Bob, Plasse Bob. At Instagram, is that what you do? No, it's at Plass Bob, and then you just go to Instagram. Is that how you do it?
I don't know.
Yeah. Obviously, he's not listening. So at any rate, somebody said to me, personal friends, Happy, Dennis, other people. No, maybe Dennis didn't say so. That, Bob, you look pretty sickly on these television, these reels that you're doing. So I started.
Well, that's not nice.
No. Well, they were being, they said, first, you look like a giant pumpkin because the head is too big. Okay. You got
I got to teach you how to shoot a video properly.
Yeah. So I know now that I look better from a distance, like maybe in the next state. But
that's because I look
you
better.
need
I look better in the dark. So
you don't look better in the dark. You're a handsome bugger. I can hardly do this show because of your handsomeness.
You need a stick of selfie.
Yeah, you need a selfie stick.
All right. Well, know what also? They said, you might consider wearing a little makeup. And I thought to myself, Patrick Berry, our friend Patrick Berry on Mass Appeal on the TV show, who used to be a colleague here at the radio station, still is a colleague, of course, but I know.
We call him host emeritus.
Host emeritus, yes.
Here on community radio.
So on television, he wears makeup. I know he wears makeup. They put on a little pancake or something. I'm not sure. It's not pancake because pancake to me implies.
I think it's like a foundation.
Like a something you put on with a trowel,
Ouch.
No, I mean, and quite honestly, this face needs to be.
Well,
get a close up of my face, Peter, if you could.
Do you really want to?
Yeah, because this is what people are looking at on the reels.
All right, give me a minute.
All right, okay. So I said to myself,
And you knew it was you because you recognized your voice?
Well, I said, is that you? Is that really you? Myself said, yeah, in all my glory, in all 77 years of glory. Yeah. So I took a good look at myself on these reels, and I said, maybe I can do this makeup thing. Okay. So then I thought to myself, who do I know that knows makeup? Who do I know? I have a person who lives with me who, can, for fun, can put makeup on, okay? And he's a much better, in theater. I do my own makeup in theater, and quite honestly, I'm pretty good at the makeup in theater. And so, but I suppose then the makeup in theater could be the ones I use in television, or in these reels. So I stopped off. I went to the mall to buy pants or something, and I stopped off in the makeup department on the first floor. This is at Macy's. So I walk in, and it's facing me right there. And I thought to myself, I'm going to just ask. I have these dark circles under my eyes. Maybe there's something that could do this. Okay. So this then involved a conversation, not with one, but with the three people who happened to not have one customer. And they were all representing a different kind of makeup. All right.
Okay.
The first woman, she's so lovely, can't even remember her name, sold me a makeup that I put on with a brush. So I put the makeup. I'm not wearing makeup now, incidentally. And you can tell. Okay, so I put the makeup on with the blush. Okay.
All right, Bob, hold yourself there.
All right. Here.
I can get even closer than that if you want me to.
Yeah, come any closer. Oh, look, oh, God help me. Rick, can you see this?
See what?
Look at how close I am.
Look at under my eyes. Look at the bags under those eyes. I got
to take a picture of this.
Wait a minute. I got to see that.
You got to look at the camera, Bob, not at the TV.
I know, but I want to point it out, and so I need to look at it right here. See this darkness under here, over here. All right, okay. Then I never knew that I had like indentations in my face. I knew that I had acne stuff, but look over.
Peter, can you cue up a little Carly Simon?
Yeah. Oh, vein. All right. Then I broke my nose. Remember, I fell on my face a couple of years ago. See, there's the remnant right there. All right. See that? Okay. And then I fell again just before I was going to Portugal, and there's the remnants right here. Okay. And they said it would disappear. Well, I got 25 years left in my life, and it doesn't seem to be disappearing. So I kind of like the beauty mark. I have a beauty mark like over here, which is not really a beauty mark.
Yeah.
It's just that it should be probably removed. There we are. Okay, good. So I've got the pancake, not the pancake, but the brush makeup.
It's called foundation.
Is that foundation? Okay.
Probably foundation.
Foundation. Then I got sold an under eye.
Bob, they saw you coming from a mile away.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But then I said, maybe it's because I used to have very good complexion, but now my cheeks aren't as rosy as they were. Let me see your cheeks there. Show me your cheeks. You got a little red there, Rick. Yeah. Do you want to pull up? If you want to go in and pull up Rick's face on the internet, let's make where he might need some help. We could bring Basha in here. All right. So I left the darn Macy's with more than $80 worth of stuff. Now look at that beautiful face.
He's got color.
Hey.
Look, I mean, like. This is
I wasn't ready for my close-up, Mr. DeMille.
Mr. DeMille.
Yeah, but that's a very good-looking face online, and then suddenly you get to, this other thing. So I then got sold some kind of, I think it's eyeshadow or something that has a little brush on it, and I brush on a little rouge or something. Oh my God. And then I'm worried about that it's going to look like I'm wearing makeup. Okay? So first I'm worried, should I wear makeup? Shouldn't I wear makeup?
All this to make him Instagram famous.
1 minute and a half Instagram. Oh, God help me. And why am I doing it? Because it gives me something to do. It gives me something to create. Is there ego involved? Of course there's ego involved. I know my ego. But you know what? I got a pretty healthy ego. I might be a little bit. Do you think I'm vain?
No.
I'm not really vain. I mean, I wouldn't. If I were vain, I wouldn't pull a close-up on my. Well, maybe I am a little vain. Yeah, I am vain. I mean, I am vain. Now, let's face it. But so what? What are you going to do about it? There's nothing you can do about it. It's my business, not your business. It's God's business, I suppose. What has somebody else's business?
Yeah. And those three people saw, like Pete said, they saw you coming.
Yeah.
Three people took care of you. So
that was a tag team event.
Yes.
We
they saw you coming. They're like, All right, I don't know if they still work on commission, but they saw you coming and they were like, "Ooh, we got one."
Well, yeah. Well, I wondered, does the FDA approve of makeup? I mean, like,
I believe they have to.
No, the
Yes.
Federal Drug Administration.
Yeah, I believe they have to.
Yes.
Because if you put something on a topical on your skin, right? Doesn't it go into your skin?
Yes.
It could, yeah. They don't want stuff that will go into your skin.
So the stuff that I'm putting on my face is only like, it sits like on macadam on a road or on sand or something.
No,
it doesn't.
some of it goes down into the skin, depending on what it is.
Oh my God! Okay.
Normally, like your makeup and stuff like that won't. But
Have they done
certain creams and
long-term
stuff like-
studies on people who wear makeup like women? And I'm not that all women wear makeup. Some of the most beautiful women in the world don't need makeup and will never have to. Or some of the most beautiful men. Looking you over here to my right here, Rick. You and on television. You don't need makeup. You know when you go on Patrick Barry's show, do you put on makeup?
No,
No.
no,
Me
because
either.
somebody's got to make him look better.
Ah. Okay. All right.
Love you, Patrick.
Yeah.
Hey, speaking of which, we got to give a Marco update.
Oh yeah,
He's out of the hospital.
No, that's so good. Oh
You
my
got to
God.
follow his
Well, I did.
Facebook.
I
He's over at Sosin Rehab. Mark Auerbach.
Oh,
for everyone.
apologize.
Mark has been dealing with some really issues that
Major
are
health issues.
Major health issues. We really need a kidney for Mark.
Yep, we do.
Yeah, and if anybody out there wants to go, you can go to Mark Auerbach on Facebook, and he spells his name with a C, not a, and that's why I call him Marco. And what I call everybody. Ricardo, I always put an O on the end of everybody's name, but Mark's name is Marc, and he had an operation a couple of weeks back.
No, he didn't.
No,
He went in the hospital a couple weeks back because he had kidney failure.
Yes, oh
He
yeah.
did release that,
Okay, yes, he did.
so we can talk about it.
Yeah, and he also released the fact that he had a heart attack.
Yes.
And
I've been getting other updates. I just don't want to release other than what he wants to release.
Yes, absolutely. But he had shown us some pictures from the hospital, so you can follow his journey. And it's a really great journey, and we're going to wish him well always. I'm thinking
He wants to get doing his show again. He's talked to me. He's like, well, I think if I'm feeling better in a couple of weeks, I'll start working on shows and we'll start taping via Zoom. I'm like, Mark, just get better. He goes, no. He goes, you don't understand. This will make me feel better.
Oh no!
If I have something to do.
That's exactly right. Exactly right, Marco. We wish you all.
So
the
I'm
best.
like, all right, I'm game.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Because doing the show on Zoom for me is just fairly simple. It's
Well,
just, I just
and,
sit
you
here
know,
and monitor things. You
Yeah.
know?
And I think everybody ought to have.
Plus,
a
it's
show.
also to have a sense of purpose. I think
That's exactly right.
will actually help your healing.
Yes. And you know what? What you've just said is an explanation of why Instagram for many people works, because it gives them a purpose. If indeed you're going to sort of reinvent yourself and have to come up with content for every day of the week or 3 days a week or whatever amount of time you do in Instagram, that gives some kind of purpose. And you know what? As an older person, I really recognize that. And even doing the show that we're doing right now, Rick, does it give you some kind of purpose? Yeah, this is a hard question.
yeah, it does.
Yeah.
It gives it gives
gets
me a
you up
purpose
on
to get up in
Tuesday.
the morning
Yeah. No.
when I could be sleeping.
Yeah. But there is something gratifying about it, isn't there? Apart from the ego stroking.
Ego stroking.
Well,
Only
that's-
you, Bob.
Only you.
No, yeah, but no. I mean, like, let's call it for what it is. Is that when you do a show like this and it's a good and it's funny or it's intelligent or whatever you're doing, on that show. Do you ever come away from a show and think that was a stinker?
Yes.
Do you?
Yes.
Yeah.
But I do them all, so
Oh, okay. All
there's
right.
always going to be some here and there.
Okay.
Yes.
So
We've had a couple of train wrecks here and there.
Oh, we have. But lately, our shows have been a little bit. I would give them 8 out of 10 or so, maybe.
Yeah.
You know, it's always when I plan that it sort of seems to derail or think that this is going to be a wonderful guest, or this person is going to be a wonderful guest, and then they're wonderful people, but they're not radio or television folks. You know.
Right.
You know.
Yeah, not everybody's a good interview, and they could be the best people. The thing what we tried, I know Tina does this, is she gets people warmed up by talking about themselves a little bit.
Oh God, yes, yeah.
And then after that, once you get them warmed up and they forget that the cameras are there, they can talk about anything.
Yes, yeah. It's really true. Now, when Patrick Berry does his talk show, everybody, it's on
He doesn't have time.
on NBC. He's really excellent. You can't do a lot of what did you have for breakfast today kind of discussion, right? You got to just get right to the point. So, how do you make yourself on Patrick Berry's show interesting?
You got to know what you're talking about.
Yes, you got to know first of all, you got to know what you're talking about. You got to be quick and precise when you're talking because you only have a 4-minute segment or
Oh my gosh,
5-minute
yes.
segment.
Yeah.
You know, so
Yeah. They when he's planning his shows, you'll always know that you're going to get 5 minutes or you're going to get 4 minutes.
The thing is you got to think of yourself as a salesman for your whatever topic you're talking about.
Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes I come off of those shows thinking, oh my God, I'm too energetic. You know, there is
Impossible, Bob.
Oh, I don't know. There could be, I could be talking like this. Let me see. There could be some kind of energy. Oh my God, look at this. No, actually, I've been losing. Do you notice I've been losing some weight? No.
Then that means I'm gaining what you're losing.
No. I have been losing weight. I'm now down to under. Listen, wait for it, everyone. 200 pounds. I'm under. I broke the 200-pound barrier this week. I'm not 199.8. So I step on the scale once. I step on the scale twice.
My scale and I
3
don't
times.
agree.
Oh, sometimes.
My scale's not talking to me anymore.
Oh God. Oh, I'm not so sure that there are some days that scale is taking a break or something. You know what I'm saying? I weighed myself last week when I came back from my cruise. I thought I had lost lots of weight. Remember?
that's impossible. You can't lose weight.
Yeah,
on
not on a
cruise.
cruise.
No.
Yeah,
Oh,
it just doesn't
I know.
happen.
But the scale kind of said that.
You eat too well.
And I looked and it was like 197 or something, or 198, maybe that was it. And I had been 208. And I said, geez, I lost 10 pounds in 1 week. And I was eating 14 meals a day.
Yeah, you go. Yeah, I'm not hungry. Ooh, look, something just walked by.
Yeah.
The buffet's open.
Yeah. Somebody's walking by with a cocktail on a tray.
The buffet is open.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I was good about it. Dennis will talk about it when he's on later.
I couldn't eat another thing.
Oh yes.
Oh, look, they have ice cream.
Oh my God. Yeah. And then you go back and I go, I'll just have another little scoop. One little scoop rather than 2, Yeah. It's terrible. All right, but so I get back and the scale says 200. Or no, 198, and I was so proud of myself for losing 10 pounds in 1 week. Kathy and Dennis, who were on the boat with me, were worried that my health was not doing so well because I had lost so much weight in a week. Well, the next day, I weighed myself, and I was 100. I was back to 205 or something like this. Now, Rick, I looked at that scale and I said, it can't be right. How could I gain 10 pounds in 1 day? Of course, I was willing to accept the fact that I had lost 10 pounds.
Yeah.
So I then got back on the scale. Nope, sure enough, 205. So apparently that scale is either been paid to make me feel good, or I want the honest truth. I want the honest truth.
Bob?
Yeah.
You can't handle the truth.
Oh, I got it. No, I got it.
Did I deliver that line okay?
Yeah. Very good. Very good. Is that from some movie or someplace? You can't handle the truth.
Yeah, it was Jack Nicholson in what's that movie?
The Shining?
No, the military one.
Oh, very good guys.
All good men.
All good men.
No.
Oh, no.
No, not a few good men.
A few good men. Okay. A few
Right?
good men. Yes.
Isn't that the name of it?
That's the name of it. Yes, yeah. It was a Broadway show, incidentally. Before that, they took it and they made it into a fine movie.
I don't think it was the same movie, though.
Yeah. So, Peter, would you deliver that line again for us, please?
Bob, you can't handle the truth.
Yes, but didn't he say? He didn't say, Tom. You can, what? He said.
He said, "You can't handle the truth."
There we go. That's good coffee. Try it, Ray.
Oh, here we go again.
Let's try the good coffee line. Come on.
I can't. Not this morning.
Oh, all right.
No.
Oh, okay. That's good coffee.
It's coffee. Actually, I haven't had enough of it yet.
At any rate,
Yeah,
6:20.
you've got nothing but a cup of sugar there, so.
No, this is cold brew with cold sweet foam on the top. Is there any sugar in here?
No, none.
You mean there is sugar in this coffee?
What's in the cream? You said it.
Oh, it's sweet cream. Oh. Oh man. Okay. Well, you can't win, everybody. There goes the 0.2 pounds under 200.
Uh-oh.
I just lost.
Wah,
Yeah. Lieberstrom. Do you know what Lieberstrom? You know that song? Can you hum Lieberstrom?
No.
That means love's dream. Lieberstrom. No. Yes, I think it. Yeah, and in French it's Rêve d'amour. Lieberstrom, and it's a very famous song. Da dum dum dum. Da-dum, 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 dee, 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 dee. That is by Franz Liszt, and his birthday is today. So I thought to myself, I'm going to play a Franz Liszt tune. And then I thought to myself, it's a classical piece. Can I do that this early in the morning? Well, I said, sure. But I found a jazz.
He has some great conversations.
Oh my God, I'm talking
I
to
know,
myself.
it's wonderful.
Oh,
Yeah.
Really. No one else will talk with me. That's the problem. Lieberstrom, Rêve d'amour. This is a jazz version, a really good jazz version by a guy, I assume that he might be French, Pascal Vince, or Wince, W-I-N-T-Z. How would you pronounce that? Vince or Wince? Or Wince? Wince?
I think the T is silent.
Wins.
Wins.
So
Or
Pascal
it's
wins.
Wince.
He's got
Or
he's got a sentence for a name.
Or it's Wince.
Wince.
And the Z's sounds like an S.
Wins.
Who knows?
That's hard. At any rate, Pascal, whatever his last name is, playing Lieberstrom, Rêve d'amour by Franz Liszt. Happy birthday, Franz. He's about 175 years old or something. I don't know how old he is.
Underwriting support for the community programming of WSKB is provided by the Greater Westfield Chamber of Commerce, the voice of business for the Greater Westfield communities. Informing, educating, advocating, the Chamber provides opportunities for members to make meaningful connections on local, regional, and state levels. For more information on the Chamber's many events, workshops, and programs, as well as the benefits of membership, visit westfieldbiz.org. The Chamber focuses on the most important economy, yours.
I'm Mark Auerbach. Join me every Friday at 8 a.m. for Arts Beat, where you'll meet interesting actors, directors, designers, and musicians here in Western New England.
Community Radio.
89.5 WSKB.
Live from Studio 120 at Westfield Technical Academy, this is WCPC Channel 15 at 89.5 FM, WSKB Westfield.
Wow, it is August 22nd. And, you know, this is funny. Without even thinking of it, as you notice on the top here, that we talked about it. For some reason, October and August, and awe. Do you say, is October the way you say October the same way you say August?
No.
That wait a minute. The beginning of it. August.
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 And October.
Not even close.
For some reason, I get the two confused. And I've been saying this, and it really goes to show that I didn't even think. I looked up October 22nd. We have only 70 more days left in the year. And I thought, geez, that's, wow. I mean, but it's not. It's August.
Yeah. So how many more sleeps till Santa comes?
How many? Yeah, well, I don't.
Pete got that.
Yeah. I don't know.
Stop rushing things.
Yeah. Well, you know who's rushing things? Dunkin' Donuts.
Oh.
I did it. Did you see my reel on Dunkin' Donuts this week?
Pumpkin spice is back.
Yes, pumpkin spice is back. Pumpkin spice is back, everyone.
See, I like pumpkin pie and I like pumpkin bread.
Yeah.
Pumpkin donuts are pretty good. Mm-hmm. But no pumpkin spice in your coffee, your beer.
Although my partner at Mount Holyoke, Angie, said that she'd drink year round.
She drink.
She would do it year round.
That's the magic of pumpkin spice. Is that somehow or other in our brains we connected with, oh my God, a roaring fire, and it's going to be there's going to be a chill in the air and frost on the pumpkin and all that crap.
Well,
you know,
the funny thing is like, you know, all these pumpkin this, pumpkin that. You know, pumpkin has no flavor.
There's none whatsoever. And
pumpkin spice, it's
the flavor to make it palatable.
Cinnamon, nutmeg, clove,
and allspice.
That's all. It
ginger.
Is.
Wait a minute. Is it ginger?
There might be a little ginger in there.
Ginger. Oh, well, okay. Well, I got the scoop on all of this because I did a deep dive.
Hey, Rick, this is what the time of year Bob thought it was.
What's this? What is that?
Lift your steins.
What is that? Oh, Munich Hall, the beer hall. Oh, yeah. Yay.
Actually,
I'll take another stein.
Yeah, actually, it's Oktoberfest starts in, a couple of weeks, right?
Oh, I think so. Yeah.
Sam Adams' beer is already out.
Okay,
Yes.
so here's the deal. 1798 was the first mention of where this pumpkin and spice thing. In a couple of recipes in an American cookbook in 1798, it talked about spice-filled pumpkin pies. And that's the first mention. Then we skip over to 1933, when Thompson and Taylor, do they still make spices? Thompson and Taylor. Oh, there's Dennis coming in. Dennis. Hey, Denny.
Hey, good morning.
Morning. Hey, we're talking about pumpkin spice. Do you like pumpkin spice?
I like it. I get it very often because it's usually laced with too much sugar for me. But but I do like the flavor. I like it in any coffee and a pie or anything.
Okay. Well, turns out that there was this spice company in 1933 that had 9 spices in their pumpkin spice, but none of them were pumpkin, as Rick just told us. None of them were pumpkin. And then McCormick's spice company in 1934 put out a spice that had 4 ingredients, and I think it was ginger. What it was? Cinnamon,
nutmeg, ginger, clove, and it says sometimes allspice.
Sometimes all. So clove is in there.
Yeah.
Oh,
cinnamon, nutmeg, and clove, and ginger.
Oh, okay. Alrighty. So get this. They were looking for a brand. Starbucks was looking for another taste in their lattes. Okay, and there was this guy named. I can't. Oh, who cares? A man from Starbucks. He was director. Yeah. I could come up with any name. Director of espresso at Pumpkins. At
God! Who the hell cares?
Oh, please. All right. So they're testing on all these things, and so they're combining espresso they're pouring espresso on pumpkin pies, and trying to find the best thing. So they were going to call this brand Fall Harvest Latte. Fall Harvest Latte. And instead of Fall Harvest Latte, they then said, no, we're going to call it Pumpkin Spice. Starbucks is responsible in 2003, I think, for this pumpkin spiced craze that we've got now. You can buy hummus with pumpkin spice, whatever. And get this, in 2013, I think, I don't know, somewhere around there, they added pumpkin to the pumpkin spice at Starbucks. So Starbucks has real pumpkin in it. But what difference does that make? Because pumpkin doesn't have any taste. Have you ever tasted pumpkin in a can?
Well, pumpkin is a very, very good thing to give dogs.
Oh, really? Diet. Oh, really?
Yeah. And one of the reasons is because it's a very bland fiber.
Oh, okay. All righty. But
so it's good for them.
Yeah.
But all of this is based on, I mean, they call it pumpkin, but pumpkin pie has been around forever.
Right.
Since the Pilgrims.
Right.
And it's really pumpkin pie that they're basing the flavors on. All the ingredients you listed are all the things that give pumpkin pie its spice. And pumpkin by itself, you couldn't make a pie with just pumpkin because it would taste like sewer pie. It'd be awful.
Yeah.
What if you roasted a pumpkin? Would it taste better?
No.
A little caramelization.
Put sugar on it.
Yeah.
Only if you put sugar on it.
Sugar. Oh yeah, maple syrup on pumpkin. Well, yeah. But it's whatever you're going to put into it, I guess. Then.
Yeah.
Right. That's right.
Oh, so why didn't they call it pumpkin pie latte? That would have, I don't know.
I think some places do. I think if you go to an alternative from Starbucks, maybe some of I won't mention names per se, but I'm not sure they carry it, but like some of these places, these convenience stores are attached to gas stations that have upgrade coffees, you can get a pumpkin pie latte. And to be honest with you, it's much more accurate.
Yeah.
Bob, it's called marketing.
Marketing, yes. Marketing.
Plus, the word spice is such a nice thing.
It's a spice candle.
It's like the Spice Girls. What's not like about the Spice Girls?
Well, let's ask Rick.
Bob hates the Spice Girls.
No, I don't. No, I do not. I've begun to love that. I'll tell you what I want, what I really, really want. Listen to me, I can actually do it. Tell you what I want, I really want.
Let's go to the videotape.
Like Victoria.
Dennis, let's go to the videotape. Hold on.
Tell you what I want. I'm going to see if I can do it slowly. Tell you what I want. What I really, really want. Tell you what I want. What I really, really, what I want is this song to end.
He just did the
Wheelie.
He just did the William Shatner version.
Wheelie.
Really,
what I really want.
Really wrong. No, can you name it? All right, you guys. Then name the Spice Girls. Tell. I'm trying to think of the
Scary, sporty, posh, and there's two more.
Spice, and the last one is.
There are four.
Scary Spice.
I had that one. Scary, sporty, posh, and ooh.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's Mel.
I was never a good fan of theirs anyway. So,
but posh is not a spice, and scary. I mean, so the spice.
No, but I don't think they're supposed. They're not named after spices, Bob. They're spicy.
Oh, spicy.
Spicy girls. Yeah.
Oh, all right. Okay. All right.
And they were, and they're beautiful, beautiful women. And Victoria Beckham is the leader of the pack. I mean, come on, how do you not like her?
I forgot. She's the one married to the soccer player. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. David Beckham.
And then
she was a spice.
And who's the one that I really like? Nicole Schwarzenegger.
That you really, really like?
I really like her. She is playing in Sunset Boulevard, believe it or not, in London. Yeah. She's very talented, very talented. Really.
There was, let's see.
It's my R's. I never was able to pronounce those damn R's, and my family called me Robert.
So there's Scary Spice.
Yeah.
Sporty Spice. There you are. You can pronounce the R's.
Sporty.
Baby Spice, Ginger Spice, and Posh.
Baby Spice.
And pumpkin pie latte spice.
Yes. Pumpkin pie. Pumpkin latte. Pumpkin spice.
Go out and get your pumpkin spice before it's gone.
Do you call, as a term of endearment, do you call your girlfriend, your fiance, we could check in with Peter. Have you ever called Christy Pumpkin?
Oh, congratulations.
No.
Yeah. Oh, Peter's engaged, incidentally.
Yeah,
everyone.
that's wonderful.
We learned that
Peter.
last week.
Congrats.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Is there any movement on that at all?
No, Bob, it's going to be a while.
Okay. Every time you see Christy, does she bring up the fact that she's engaged? I mean, does that happen? I'm engaged. I love being engaged.
She's happy about it, but
yeah. She's not. She doesn't present herself with the ring first. No, the ring enters the room.
No, Bob,
first.
she's not. She's not. She's not vain.
He's not vain.
Yeah. Speaking of
that.
that.
Listen, guys, I got the Spice Girls. The Scary Spice, Sporty Spice, Ginger Spice, and the last one was Baby Spice.
Baby Spice. Now,
and remember, she wore outfits that were seductively infantile.
Right.
Oh God! See, I totally don't know anything about them at all.
No, that's okay. They're a British girl band.
Yeah.
How did you know that?
Well,
you were busy working.
Yeah, of course. Okay. So here's the question, Peter: do you ever call Christy Pumpkin?
No.
Is Pumpkin?
I'm a honey.
If you referred to Michelle as Pumpkin, Rick, would she hit you over the head?
No.
But
I just don't use that as a term of endearment.
Yeah. I had
and what's endearing about calling someone a pumpkin?
I don't know.
I'm not exactly sure. I had a friend who had
you're so round today.
Yeah.
that would fit to me more than anyone else. Come on.
Yeah, I don't think I would be. You're pumpkin. I don't know. Maybe for a little kid, I suppose. I had a friend who went on a date, and the guy called him. It was a gay date. The guy said to him, "You're really great, and do you mind if I call you Pumpkinhead?" And he was referring to him as Pumpkinhead, and I said, "Drop that guy." Drop that guy. He's calling you Pumpkinhead.
Is this before or after the horror movie?
This is after dinner. Hi.
No, I mean, wasn't there a horror guy called Pumpkinhead?
Is there?
Yes, I think there was.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh. Was that a friend of Chucky's? Pumpkinhead?
No, I don't think they were friends.
I think they're.
Yeah, jack-o'-lanterns are supposed to not be are supposed to be scary, right, Spice? Ain't pumpkinheads supposed? Pumpkins are supposed to have a scary kind of feel to it.
Well, at Halloween they do. I mean, again, going back to the Pilgrims didn't see them as vestiges of evil.
Oh God, no, they would have
They were
never.
used for greeting, and they were used for their orb-like presence.
Oh yes. Oh my God. Yes. Yeah. Hey, you know who lately I've been really turned on by is Joni Mitchell. Honest to God, the more I listen to, oh my God, I really love her. And there's going to be a special of her singing at, where was it, Newport or someplace recently?
She was at Newport many times.
Did she do the Newport Jazz Festival?
Yeah, I think she did.
Newport Folk Festival.
The Folk Festival. There you go. The Folk
Unbelievable.
Festival.
And I found a song called "You Turn Me On Like a Radio." It has. Do you know this song?
Nope.
It's really. I really like it. It uses metaphor in a great way. The idea that all the words in the song refer to turning on like a radio. So shall we listen to this song? What do you think? Yes. Joni Mitchell's, it's a short song. You turn me on like a radio.
Driving into town with a dark cloud above you, dialing the number who's bound to love you. Oh, honey, you turn me on. I'm a radio, I'm a country station. I'm a little bit corny, I'm a wildflower waiting for you. Broadcasting tower waving for you. And I'm sending out this signal here. I hope you can pick it up loud and clear. I know you don't like weak women, you get bored so quick. And you don't like strong women, 'cause they're hip to your tricks. It's been dirty for dirty down the line, but you know I come when you whistle and you're loving and kind. If you've got too many doubts, if there's no good reception for me, then tune me out. 'Cause honey, who needs the static? It hurts the head and you wind up cracking, and the day goes dismal from breakfast party to the sign of prayer. What a sorry face you get to wear. I'm gonna tell you again now, if you're still listening there. If you're driving into town with the dark cloud above you, dialing the number who's bound to love you. If you're lying on the beach with the transistor going, kick off the sandflies, honey, the love's still flowing. If the head says forget it, but your heart's still smoking, call me at the station, the lines are open.
Underwriting for Community Radio on WSKB is brought to you in part by Rockies. Over 30 convenient locations throughout Massachusetts, Rhode Island, New Hampshire, Connecticut, and Florida. One of the nation's largest ACE dealers. Expertise and great product selection in paint, hardware, lawn and garden. That's Rockies. Rock solid service since 1926. On the web at rockies.com.
Join me, Tina Gorman, each week from 6 to 8 a.m. for Wake Up Wednesday, when my guests and I discuss health, wellness, and lifestyle reimagined.
Community Radio.
89.5 WSKB. Live from Studio 120 at Westfield Technical Academy, this is WCPC Channel 15 and 89.5 FM WSKB Westfield.
Well, it is Tuesday. It is August 22nd. In the year 2023, I am here with Dennis Akins, direct from Rehoboth and the Coffee Cup. Yeah,
That's right.
Rick Berry is personal assisting today, and Peter Coles is producing our show. And you can go on Westfield on weekends to think of all the great things happening. Listen, if you're looking to be a vendor at Pumpkin Fest or a sponsor, you can go online and you can register there.
Oh,
Hey,
Lindsey Grimsey wants to talk to you.
who?
Lindsay Grimsley, the teacher here in graphics.
Oh, sure.
About volunteering and maybe doing a vendor table as well.
Wonderful. Have her. You could if she's interested.
She's gonna come by and talk to you later.
Oh, great. All right. Good. Wonderful. Hey, Denny, what's happening down in Rehoboth? This is a guy. I cannot believe you go back and forth to Rehoboth. It's like without even a blink, a 6-hour trip back and forth. Tell me.
Well, this current trip was 12 hours because I was coming from Ottawa, don't forget. And we came from, my husband and I had a conference, my husband had a conference in Ottawa, Canada. And we love Ottawa. Ottawa, for those people that are listening that want a unique and wonderful new experience, if you've not been to Ottawa, it is a wonderful, wonderful city to visit in the summer. We've been in there winter. I've been to Ottawa Bob in the wintertime.
Yeah.
And they have a wonderful winter festival called Winterlude. But for people that know anything about Ottawa, it has a 8-mile canal through the center of the city.
Oh.
And in wintertime, that canal freezes, and everybody who works downtown skates to work. Well, not everybody, but most people. And it's open as part of the winter festival, and it's just a beautiful, beautiful town. Of course, it's the nation's capital in Canada.
Yes,
and,
right. Let's see, where the Parliament there? Is that what they call it? Parliament?
Well, they also have a Senate as well. The Parliament is right, that's what we say, right next door to the Parliament building at a beautiful old castle called Chateau Laurier.
Chateau Laurier, Have you been to Ottawa, Rick?
I have not been to Ottawa.
Like from here to Ottawa, is it like...
If you're a hockey announcer, you call it Ottawa.
Ottawa. Okay.
Or an Indian.
Or an Indian, yeah. If you go from here to Montreal, it's about 6 hours. How about here
No, about 4.5.
4.5 to Montreal. So what it would be Ottawa from here?
I would say closer to 6, but we made it in 5.5 because, my husband grew up about 45 minutes from Ottawa in the States.
Yeah.
In a town called Ogdensburg, New York, which is right on the St. Lawrence River.
Right.
So he used to go to Ottawa, as a young man all the time for concerts and things. So we knew he knows what he's doing. He knows how to get there. So, we stopped in Ogdensburg, had lunch with his sister, and then continued our trip up to Ottawa. And then coming back, we just came straight back. But it was a Sunday, and there wasn't a lot of traffic.
Yeah.
And I turned around the next day and drove down here.
And went directly to Rehoboth. But you go back and forth. I mean, like you treat it as if it were Ludlow or something.
Well, when you're fortunate enough, like we are, to have 2 properties, you can't stay away that long because you have things to do in both locations. And you don't think about it. You really don't. To be honest with you, up to recently, as Bob knows, we had a dog, and so we had to travel by car because wherever I went, Wilson came.
Yes.
We recently lost him, unfortunately, but I would prefer sometimes to take the train because it would be a little more relaxing and I could do things on. I love my trains.
Sure, of course.
I could take a train right to Springfield and hop on a bus to Westfield that would drop me off at the end of my street.
Holy God, yeah. I in Ottawa, when you were there, did you tour? Did you do some tourist stuff?
And we did a lot of tourist stuff.
What would you recommend in Ottawa that we can when you think of a city, you think, oh, I'm going to go I'm going to go here or there. What is going to drive me to Ottawa other than its beauty or its history or whatever?
Well, first of all, the people, like anyone that knows Canada and knows most of the cities in Canada, the Canadian people are just wonderfully welcoming. I've spent time in Montreal, in Vancouver, in a lot of time in Toronto, and as I used to date someone in Toronto, and then now this is probably my 5th or 6th trip to Ottawa. And most of those cities, with possibly the exception of Toronto, and only because Toronto is the most Western, most United States-like city in Canada. it's a mixture of so many cultures, and it's wonderful. But the Canadian people are so friendly, and just are genuinely interested. They also are rule followers. So if they're driving and there's a yellow light, they all stop. No one runs red yellow lights and get it. And if you do, or if you walk against the pedestrian sign, they really look upon you very, very, like, what are you doing?
Even when the road is empty of cars and everything, they're still waiting for the light to change?
Most of the time, yes. Yeah. I've noticed joggers, if there's no traffic coming and there's not time to cross yet, they may go ahead, but the walkers do not. The business people, they wait until then. And that's amazing to me because that just does not happen in the States.
Yeah.
There are so many cultural differences, of course, but there's so much to do there. They have, of course, being the nation's capital, they have one of the best history museums I've ever been into.
Really?
And it's so everything from the design of the building. There was the tour guides that take you through the museum, if you so choose, are PhDs. And the one we happened to have was a Black Indigenous woman. And she not only had a PhD in history, in Canadian history, she also had a degree in architecture.
Oh.
So she was just brilliant.
Wow.
And the reason they do this, because this stuff is really important to the Canadians. You can't go to Canada any longer and not realize the incredible effort they're making to try to connect with their Indigenous origins. It is including Canada now has. I learned something very interesting this trip. We took a tour of the Governor General's home, which is kind of equal to the White House here in the States. The Governor General of Canada is appointed by the Crown.
By England?
Yes.
Real?
Yeah. The King appointed. She was actually appointed first. She was appointed by Queen Elizabeth, but she's the first female Indigenous Canadian to ever be appointed Governor General.
Wow.
So her name is Mary May Sims. And she is an Indigenous Canadian, and she was not. The only reason we could tour her home is that she was not at the house that day.
You went to her. Oh, you went. It's like the White House. I was picturing.
It's like the White House.
Okay, got it.
Yeah. But what was interesting is the tour people. The conference arranged for some tours, and we were on one of them. But both the bus driver and the tour guide that was with us were shocked that we were allowed in the house because they've never, in all the tours they've given, they've never seen this house open. And we don't know why. We still don't know why. So that was interesting.
Yeah.
That's a gorgeous home. That home sits on a 7-acre park in the center of Ottawa. And the park is open to the public throughout the day, but at 3:00 in the afternoon, and it's guarded by the same type of guards that look like they guard Buckingham Palace.
Right.
And those gates are closed, and that's her private residence after that. Similar to the vice president who lives on the Naval Observatory in Washington.
I
the park
see.
is open during the day, but you can't go in there when he's there.
Do they call it something like the White House, or is it or is it just?
It's just the Governor General's house, and it's in a very beautiful park. But there's also there's a complete connection. Canada is the second largest landmass country in the world.
Now repeat that again. Write
Canada,
this down, Rick. You're going to need it.
Second largest country
landmass country. Actually, you could say it's the second largest country in the world.
Right.
As long as you're not referring to population.
Oh, okay. All right.
Russia is the only country that's larger.
Because does it connect to? This sounds crazy, but the Arctic. It can, but you can walk from here to the you can walk from Canada to the Arctic.
Well, I'm not sure with climate control what's going on.
Yeah.
But basically, like the Northwest Territories, where our tour guide was from, this young girl had just moved down to Ottawa about 4 years earlier, and she finished her degrees, and now she was hired by this company.
Right.
The tour guide. She was from the Northwest Territories, which is the furthermost northern. And the don't forget the Yukon is a province, is one of the provinces in Canada.
The Yukon.
Mm-hmm.
Wait a minute. Okay, so Rick, here is a question for you. Can you name the provinces? Are they called provinces?
Yeah,
I
can't name them all.
All right, let's
name them all.
Name a couple.
Well, there's the Yukon.
I don't think the Yukon is considered a province. I have never heard of it considered a province. Are we?
Saskatchewan.
Saskatchewan,
is a province.
Manitoba,
Quebec,
Ontario,
Alberta,
Nova Scotia,
Prince Edward Island. No,
Labrador. Yeah, Prince Edward Island. Sure.
Yeah,
Labrador.
What's the one across the way?
What's the one with
Vancouver? What do you mean across the way?
Yeah, really. All right. So Manitoba. British Columbia. That's what I'm thinking.
British Columbia. That's where Vancouver is.
Yeah. My aunt had a theory that you could name the provinces that border the United States by thinking of what Baisser mon cœur, which means kiss my rear end in French, apparently. Baisser mon cœur. So B is British Columbia, Manitoba, Quebec. But there's something else there.
There's Yukon, the Northwest Territory, British Columbia, Alberta, Saskatchewan, Manitoba, Ontario, Quebec.
There's 13 of them.
Newfoundland.
Wow.
Prince Edward Island, Nova Scotia, New Brunswick, and
what's
Nunavut.
Nunavut. Oh no!
Inuit.
Nunavut.
Inuit.
What is it?
Nunavut.
That's a new one. That's a new.
Well, it's not new. It's just that I think that's where the Inuits live, though.
So I
have a map here.
Yeah.
Nunavut. Yeah, Nunavut, and.
Yeah, we're looking at this thing.
Yukon is a province. Northwest Territories, British Columbia, Alberta, Saskatchewan, Manitoba, Ontario, Quebec.
I just said it all. I just read all those off. So.
What's that one here? Right there.
Which one?
It looks like an island in the middle of the sea there.
That's the compass. That's where north is, Bob.
It's the compass. Holy God, help me!
It's a country that has.
That's the North Pole, Bob.
Yeah,
that's the North Pole. That's where Santa lives.
Santa lives out there. Yeah, yes. I don't. Where is the North Pole here? Is the North Pole in Canada? That's a question. Is the North Pole in Canada?
I don't know.
I don't think
anybody
Canada
claims.
Right.
I don't think
it's claimed.
Yeah.
There is no. It's not claimed
to not do it. There's certain countries that would love to grab it. Yeah. Right now, that no one really has it.
Yeah. The North Pole is not. Is this the first time you've ever realized that the North Pole is where the North Pole is?
That's where Santa Claus lives.
Yes, I know it, but I want to know the country, or is it?
Country?
Is he the Governor General of the North Pole?
He must be. But don't forget the South Pole is no different. Antarctica is not owned by another country.
Where is the South Pole? In Antarctica? Kathy, where's the South Pole? Hi,
Kath.
Kathy Bradford, where's the South Pole? Or the North? Where does Santa live?
I don't think she has her sound on.
Oh, she doesn't have her sound on yet. Okay, all right. Oh no, she doesn't have her sound. Yeah,
I don't think she's joined us yet.
Can't hear you.
Yeah, she's trying. Yeah.
Hey, hold on. Can you hear me?
There you go.
Now we can hear you. All right, Kat.
Sorry, this is a new computer. It's Kelly's computer, and so I had to wake her up to figure it out.
Oh my God, help me! All right, so listen. Where is the North Pole? Where's the North Pole? What country is the North Pole in?
It's not in a country. It's in the Arctic Circle.
It's in the
Isn't
Arctic.
that part of the whole world?
Okay,
Yeah.
so is the Arctic Circle Canadian? Does it own who owns the Arctic Circle?
Maybe Greenland.
Could it be
I don't
Greenland?
think anyone does. I don't think anyone owns it.
No one owns the Arctic Circle?
Yeah.
No.
I think it's universally respected. First of all, it's not terribly habitable, but
Right,
they are
right.
trying to do
Oh, yeah.
seaways. They're trying to do seaways through there, and that's why they're crunching up all the ice.
I got it.
Technically, where the North Pole is, whether it's the magnetic north or geographic north, there's actually no land.
Yeah, it's water.
Yeah, it's water.
Of course, yeah, that makes sense.
So it'd be international waters,
Right,
and
so-
it would be not claimed by a country.
Oh,
Although I think
okay.
Russia tries to.
The
claim
Russian
it.
tried to because they said
Yes.
they placed a titanium flag on the seabed in 2007.
Oh,
So
differing from Antarctica, which the magnetic South Pole inhabits in the continent of Antarctica.
yeah.
Yeah.
So Santa really is not Canadian. He's not American. He is North Polian.
Russian.
he's
fictitious.
He's North Polian.
No, North Polian. That's what he is. All right. Hey, we're going to come back and we're going to talk to Kathy Bradford, who is here with Denny. Hi, Kath. But first, I want to play a song from Wisconsin. This is Caroline by a group called MIPSO, M-I-P-S-O. It's a really kind of cool bluegrass group, and it's a song that's sort of an apology. You got to hear the song to know what I'm talking about. MIPSO by Caroline by MIPSO.
Oh, my Caroline, I just heard the news, I'm sorry. Oh, my Caroline, I just heard the news, I'm sorry, dear. Another day's almost here. When it's raining in the morning, hold out for a sunny afternoon. When it's raining in the morning, hold out for a sunny afternoon. Another day's a-coming soon. Oh, my Caroline, I just heard the news, I'm sorry. Oh, my Caroline, I just heard the news, I'm sorry, dear. Another day's almost here. Oh, my Caroline. Oh, my South Carolina.
Underwriting for the community programming of WSKB is provided by the Boys and Girls Club of Greater Westfield, serving the youth of the Whip City and surrounding communities since 1969. For more information on the Great Futures Club for ages 3 to 5, happening weekdays, and the Club Teen Center for ages 11 and older, weekdays from 6:30 till 8 p.m., go online at bcgwestfield.org or visit the club at 28 West Silver Street. The Boys and Girls Club of Greater Westfield. Great futures start here.
This is Ken Stomsky from Ken's Den on WCPC 15 and 89.5 FM, Tuesdays, 8 to 10.
Community Radio 89.5 WSKB. Live from Studio 120 at Westfield Technical Academy, this is WCPC Channel 15 and 89.5 FM WSKB Westfield.
Wow, it is Tuesday morning. It is August. I was about to say October.
You were going to say October again?
I was going to say October again. I don't know the difference. October is the 8th.
October's much colder than this.
Yeah. It's the
shorter days.
Frost is on the pumpkin latte, everyone. Yeah.
No, that's the froth.
Yeah.
That's the steamed. That's the steamed milk. That's the steamed milk that's on the.
Yeah. Hey, Kathy Bradford. This is Oktoberfest time. You're a beer lover. I can't.
I am.
It's so strange to me. Yeah.
Why?
Because somebody likes beer?
No, I know. This might be sexist.
You have to understand. I'm a beer. I like the flavor of it, but I'm not a beer lover. My wife is a beer lover. Michael, Danny's husband, is a beer lover. Those guys they know what they're talking about.
Mike. Oh, yeah. Mike Fournier, Denny's partner, is a great beer lover.
He's not my partner.
Spouse. All right.
No, he's my husband.
Yeah, all right. Spouse.
And then there's Rick.
I know nothing about beer.
Are you considered a beer lover?
Or husband's Rick.
Yeah. Beer.
Am I a beer lover? I asked Michelle.
You're almost
one
a
time,
sommelier in beer.
I asked Michelle one time. I said, "Am I a beer expert or a beer snob?" And she goes, "No." I said, "I'm a beer connoisseur or a beer snob," and she goes, "Yes."
I get it.
I think he's a sommelier equivalent in beer.
I don't understand.
That could be Kelly too.
Yeah. I don't understand. We go out to dinner a lot, the folks here, and I will always ask for a dark beer, and somehow or other, we went to a really fine, good restaurant up in East Heartland this weekend, and there's Kelly. Has she got a beer in front of her?
No, a little early.
Don't tease me with a good time.
She's actually joining.
Hello, everybody.
Where'd you go in Heartland?
Morning.
This is a beer lover.
Bob, what restaurant did you go to Heartland? Because I'm.
East Heartland is a really great restaurant. It used to be called the Carriage House. What is it?
Coach and Six.
Coach and Six. Okay. It's right at the top of a hill. It's really good. But we go there and I ask for a dark beer, and it doesn't have they don't have dark beer on the menu. How can that be that they don't make a dark beer? I could have had one of those.
They don't. Some places don't carry it, Bob.
Yeah,
there's not that big a call for it.
Yeah, well, this time of year, you're typically running your lighter style beers because that's what people want. I mean, there are a lot of people. I drink stouts all year round.
Yeah, me too.
beer,
Me too.
so.
Yeah, I enjoy a stout. But why doesn't Guinness Stout? Why isn't there a stout on every menu? Can we have a write-in campaign for that?
Because some people just don't have the room to carry it, and if it doesn't
What do you mean
move,
that we're room?
if it doesn't move during the summer, then there's no reason to have it on the menu.
Right. And that's a very good point, Rick. Stouts are considered a heavier beer, Bob.
Oh.
And a lot of people
Traditionally, yes.
Yeah, traditionally. I know there's
Yeah.
people that drink them all year round. I consider an IPA a heavy beer. That's not really true.
No.
The stouts are considered a denser, heavier beer. So therefore, they think that people don't want them in the summertime, and many people don't.
Right.
So I don't think they sell a lot of it in the summer.
Huh.
Which is funny because when Bob mentioned Guinness,
Yeah.
like Guinness is one of those beers. It's really light. It's like like 120 calories or something. It just looks dark, but it's actually kind of a lighter beer, which is
It's actually the original low carb, low calorie beer.
What is this? Stout is considered
No, Guinness. Guinness is low in carbs and low in calories.
That's why.
Kathy likes it with blackcurrant.
What's
It's a meal in a glass.
a meal? I call it bread. It's sort of like bread. Yeah. Kathy, we just have. There you're in the picture someplace. It's
kind of.
We don't know what's going on. We have a massive picture over here.
Yeah, something happened in the computer and my multi-screen froze. So.
Oh, okay. So we have now giant heads floating in the sky. Sort of.
We have become part of the computer now.
And now now we are in computer land. This is like that Tron movie.
I'm working on it. The program crashed. Give me a minute.
Oh, all right.
We have become assimilated.
The only thing working now is was it Speaker View or something?
Speaker View. Okay.
That's okay. We don't mind.
Yeah.
You get the beautiful Kelly.
Look at that great smile.
This morning.
Yeah.
I didn't even brush my hair. Sorry, guys.
Oh no, it looks good.
Me neither. I just got right out of that.
All right, so
yeah, Jenny, yours looks amazing. Yeah.
So Kelly and Rick.
Yes, sir.
Tell you, Kelly, give Rick a brand or a particular beer that he might enjoy, and then you give your suggestion as well, Rick.
Well,
Kelly, what would you recommend for Rick?
That he likes stouts. I don't really drink stouts, so I'd have a hard time recommending something like that.
Pick another beer for you.
Well, one of my go-tos is Be Hoppy. They're out of Worcester. I think that they're delicious. That's like my if I'm gonna have a beer, I'm gonna grab a Be Hoppy or a Dogfish Head 60-minute is my other go-to.
Oh,
yeah!
Wow!
A couple of great IPAs.
What do you have? What would you recommend?
Beach, Delaware, by the way.
Oh yeah, Dogfish
Head. Yeah,
Dogfish. Yeah,
is down there.
Yeah,
great facility. There was a lot of fun with the day we went there.
Yeah. It's a good place to go.
Yeah, I would highly recommend. There's I go between with my IPAs. I like my New England IPAs, but I definitely prefer a West Coast style.
Me too.
That more piney, florally, without the heavy body. That's
Liberal.
what I like. If not, I will go do. Actually, I would actually really prefer, and I would love to see somebody go back to do a traditional English style IPA.
Yeah.
Around here, a little bit of malt and then that hop backbone to it. But I would highly recommend Building 8's the IPA.
Oh, I like that one too.
West Coast style. And for a New England style, the Marcus Camby from White Lion.
I'm going out to Treehouse on Saturday.
After the basketball player?
Yes. Yep. Probably, we when our head brewer brewed this beer, it was phenomenal, and I had to take some of it to some of my other friends who own breweries and stuff like that, and the reaction from them. From other brewers who are in the industry were just like blown away at this beer.
Marcus Camby.
Yeah.
Very well balanced. Not what people call a palate wrecker, where you have it and you can't drink anything else. Right.
Palate wrecker. Those are the ones that are really acidy to me.
Yeah. Yeah, where that's all you taste. But this beer is
or very citrusy.
Yes.
It's too
Yeah.
citrusy.
Right.
You can't jump to another beer.
Yeah.
Where is White Lion, Rick?
Springfield.
Springfield.
It's in Tower Square.
Yeah, the old Spaghetti Freddy's.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So.
And they're really good beers. They're really do they make them right there in that building?
Yep.
Oh.
Yep.
Wow.
Some, and one of the nice things that I'm seeing in the brewing industry right now is, like I said, I do like my IPAs, but I'm seeing a turn in where a lot of these smaller breweries are going back to traditional style beers.
That's why I love Skyline.
Yeah, definitely.
Because there's a mix. It's not just turn and burn IPAs.
Yeah, or the sours. Yeah. But some traditional things, like right now over at White Lion, we've got a red ale on. We've got our English nut brown.
Oh yes, yeah.
Nut brown ale,
yeah.
Who was it?
See, that's Bob would feel like a dark beer. That's where the dark beers fall in.
Yeah, this is what I look forward to.
Yeah. So
the what's the pumpkin one that I like a lot? That's very popular. They always put cinnamon around the edge of the glass.
Shipyard.
What is the name?
Shipyard's Pumpkinhead.
Shipyard.
Yeah.
Oh, Pumpkinhead.
Maybe that's why they were.
I was saying, Kelly, you guys don't call one another pumpkin ever? Do you ever use that expression with Kath? Do you ever call each other
maybe
pumpkin?
as a joke?
Oh, maybe as a joke.
Pumpkin, right? But no, in real life, no.
Okay. Well, we've killed the.
I would not opt in for that.
Yeah. We were wondering whether that was a nice thing to call. I mean, I've heard people say pumpkin, calling their spouses pumpkin, or their loved ones pumpkin. Yeah. At any rate, we today is World Water Day. Do you guys have a filter on your water at home? Do you guys?
Well,
you mean for the whole house?
Yeah, no, for tap water.
I do on the fridge.
Yeah, I do on the fridge.
Oh,
the
yes.
fridge has one, yes.
Yeah.
When I go to Florida, when I stay in whatever condo they put me in for Babe Ruth, I buy a water filter because there's a heavy chlorine in the water down there.
Oh.
And since Babe Ruth is paying for it, I always leave it in the condo so the next people and the next people and the next people can use it.
Oh, okay. Got it. Yeah. It's World Water Day, and I was thinking of our experience on the cruise, looking at these houses. We talked about it in a couple of weeks that Bermuda, you can't drink the water. Did you drink the water in our?
Bob, that's not true. What are you talking about?
You can't drink.
Actually, Bermuda has the best water in the world.
They just don't have any. They don't have any natural water bodies on the island, so they have to collect rainwater off the roof. But because they paint the roof, they paint their roofs where they is it
lime paint,
limestone, which is the natural purifier. So
and then that purifier is underneath. Yep.
By the time it gets into the cistern under the house, you can drink it. Absolutely, and rainwater you can drink anyway. It's just a lot of acid and stuff in it. So,
is Bob doing fake news? Does he not pay attention in the briefing?
Better water than we have.
Yeah, really. I didn't know that. Okay, so could I do this? Kathy, put a glass outside during a rainstorm and drink the water. Would that be a good idea?
If you purified it, yes, you could.
No.
I would filter.
No.
You could purify a barrel water here. There's kits that they make for that.
Their roofs have filtering. Those roofs are made to filter the water.
Yes, right.
Yeah.
So you can't really, but if you were starving, or what do you were on a desert island and it suddenly rained and there was no water, could you open your mouth and drink that?
I would probably say to survive, yes, you should.
I should probably.
A dramatic thing like that, yes. But World Water Day means a lot to Kelly and I because we worked in a place in Nicaragua where they did not have water and had to literally walk a great distance and bring it back to their homes in pails and buckets and milk containers. And so we were part of the groups that helped bring water to our little village when we taught our service class. So this day is an important day for us.
Yep.
So there are places where people are still walking to get water, or having to.
About a third of the population of the world still has to walk to get water. They don't have running water in their homes. They don't have sanitation. They don't have 40% of the world's population still burns dung and or wood for heat and or power or light.
Amazing, isn't that
we have first world problems, Bob?
Yeah.
Don't you remember when Johnny Velas, Senator Velas, came back from Afghanistan, his last tour? Anyone that knows him and saw him when he got back, he had a terrible, terrible wheeze.
Yes.
And we were worried about him. And he said, all the soldiers have that because in Afghanistan winters, there are no heating furnaces for homes. So everyone burns whatever they can. They find off the street. They just take it in their house and burn it. So the air pollution is so bad that it gave him a 6-month respiratory thing that he finally got rid of.
Wow.
But it was frightening to hear.
Yeah. We take it for granted.
We just lived through that when the fire smoke was coming down here as well.
Canada,
From Canada, all those fires and the smoke that was doing. Our doctor said that to us when we visited last week about the just damage to people's lungs.
Amazing. Well, I was shaving this week, and I don't know. Do you do this? Leave the water running when you're shaving?
No.
And all of a sudden,
I don't even leave the water running while I'm brushing my teeth.
That's why I use an electric shaver.
Yeah.
Is it? You guys are wonderful because all of a sudden I'm telling you, I was shaving and I thought to myself, I leave the water run. Why am I leaving the water running?
Right.
Especially,
you're also paying for that, Bob.
Oh, I am. Oh, that's
Bob. You get a water bill, and it's based upon your usage.
Oh gosh, holy mother! Well,
we really need to educate Bob all over again.
Yeah, you might as well just move in with me. Why don't you all move in with me?
I'm invited to your house now, Bob.
Of course, you're invited. You're invited.
I've only been there once.
Oh,
no, wait a minute. No, wait a minute. Twice.
In
9 years.
Peter, you're never here. First of all, you're not here.
Really? Yeah. Rick, you've been to my house, haven't you?
Have.
Yeah. And you guys have been to my house. And Peter's been to it twice. I think that's enough for a lifetime.
Ouch.
No, that's not kidding at all. Hey, everybody, we should take a break. I'm going to play John Baptiste has a new, speaking of World Water Day.
Yes.
Do you know John Baptiste, you guys? Baptiste.
Is it St. John?
He's fabulous.
John, yeah. It's
Ellen just saw him about a couple weeks ago.
You did? Where'd you see him?
Ellen did.
Ellen, our friend. John Baptiste. Now, I always put a Baptist in there. I'd be like Baptiste, but its name is Batiste, right? Baptiste.
It's Baptiste.
Yeah. He is such an incredible. Which nighttime show was he on? Was it Stephen Colbert? He's the musician. No, wait a minute.
I don't know. I stopped watching all those shows.
What's the British guy?
The British performed at the White House.
Yeah, he was. He's on somebody's show at night. He used to be, at least. But at any rate, he's got a new album out called World Music Radio, and this is his first foray into trying to get an album popular, a popular music album, to get on the popular charts. And the whole album is just great. It's I gotta say, I listened to it. Every cut is something to listen to. This is his Drink. The name of the song is Drink Water. Believe it or not, Drink, or maybe it's Drink Water. Drink Water or Drink Water. Here's John Baptiste.
Take a deep breath, drink water. Take a deep breath, drink water. Take a deep breath, drink water. You know that these streets just loud, calm down. Take a deep breath, drink water. You know that these streets just loud.
Where you at? Right now. Where you at? Right now. In the east, in the west, Louisiana down south. I'll be there with the cleats. I'll be there with the squeaks. If you stuck, set you free.
When they lie, just hit the reach out, I'll call you. When they try, you know that I'll be there for you. So take a deep breath, drink water. You know that these streets just now calm down. Take a deep breath, drink water. You know that these streets just now calm down. Oh, calm down, oh, calm down. Whenever you feel like you might drown, oh, calm down, oh, calm down. You know that these streets just loud.
Relax and calm down, you got to man now, man now. And I know you messed up right now. When you are down, dance to my sound, my sound. You know say I ain't no fish out. When they lie, just hit the reach out, I'll call you.
When they try, you know that I'll be there for you. So take a deep breath, drink water. You know that these streets just now calm down. Take a deep breath, drink water. You know that these streets just now calm down. Oh, calm down, oh, calm down. Whenever you feel like you might drown, oh, calm down, oh, calm down. You know that these streets just loud.
I'll set you free.
Free, relax.
Take me to the river, take me to the home, take me to the river, wave over me, take me to the ocean.
And then wash down.
Take me to the river, take me to the home, take me to the river, wave over me, take me to the ocean.
So take a deep breath, drink water. You know that these streets just now calm down. Take a deep breath, drink water. You know that these streets just now calm down. Oh, calm down, oh, calm down. Whenever you feel like you might drown, oh, calm down, oh, calm down. You know that these streets just loud. Drink water. Calm down.
Support for the community programming of WSKB is provided by the Dunkin' Donut Shops of Westfield and the Sardinia family. It's nice to know that even as the world changes, Dunkin' Coffee remains the same at 7 convenient locations throughout Westfield.
Join us every Thursday morning
from 6 until at least 7:30.
Check out the Bobby G and Company Show
right here on WSKB 89.5
Community Radio.
89.5 WSKB. Live from Studio 120 at Westfield Technical Academy, this is WCPC Channel 15 and 89.5 FM WSKB Westfield.
Wow, it is Tuesday. It is August 22nd, 2023 and counting. We're here with Kelly Nielsen, Kathy Bradford.
Did we lose Dennis?
Yeah, Dennis is...
No, I can only do one at a time, so I can only use the speaker view. So Dennis is still there. When he talks, he'll pop up.
There you go.
All right.
The multi-screen in Zoom is frozen solid when I lost... When something happened on the computer.
Oh, my God. Help us.
So Denny's still there.
Okay. Denny, you were there.
Hi.
How are you there? Yes. Okay. Hey, it's also Rick was just pointing out World Plant Milk Day.
Yep.
Do we have any idea what that might mean?
Not a clue.
World Plant Milk Day.
You're going to go out and milk your plants?
I don't know. What is that? Milkweed.
Milkweed?
No. It's plant milk. Plant milk.
World Plant Milk Week.
Plant-based
milk.
Like
almond milk.
Almond milk and soy milk.
That makes a ton of difference.
Yeah.
Okay.
Milk.
Oh, okay. All righty. So almond milk is my go-to there. All right. What about you guys? Soy milk? No, not
regular milk.
Regular milk. Cow milk.
I don't drink a lot of milk.
I was allergic to milk when I was a kid, so I never developed a taste for it. I don't drink milk very often either.
Oh, wow. Kathy and...
I developed an allergy to milk a few years ago. I'm pretty much allergic to everything else also. Like rabbits will kill me.
Rabbits will kill you?
Yeah, I have an EpiPen.
For rabbits?
No Hoffenreffer for you then.
Well, I can eat them. I just can't pet them. Also, like
the dander
fruit
then.
is a threshold allergy, and my doctor was really worried that I might encounter some cherries or something, and need an EpiPen as well.
Cherries? Even touching a cherry?
I might get like hives or whatever, but if I eat them, my lips expand to like 10 times the size, and my throat gets burny and all that other craziness. Yeah. Kathy and I were eating cherries one time, and she looked at me and she was like, "Wah! Put them down, back away from the cherries."
Step away from the cookie jar. Oh,
right. What was not even cookies, right? My favorite fruit in the whole world I can't eat ever again is plums. Unless they're cooked or frozen, and like plums are just so much better than whatever if they're not cooked or frozen. So I haven't had one in years.
Oh my God. Well, it's Eat a Peach Day as well. Did you know that?
Yeah, well,
I love peaches.
Not for me.
You can't have peaches either?
No, it's a stone fruit. I can't eat it.
A stone fruit, you're allergic to stone fruits.
Correct. Well, really the pollen that pollinates them, but those fruits in particular have all of that pollen, and it causes me to have an allergic reaction.
Yikes.
Yep.
How about pecans? Today's National Pecan Torte Day.
Yummy. Love nuts.
Is it
pecan or pecan? Pecan. What do you say, Kathy?
Pecan. I say pecan.
Pecan.
Yeah, we're from the north. It's pecan.
Pecan. Yeah, pecan. I don't think I've ever said
pecan.
Pie. Oh, I get it. I love peaches. Peach and pecans together. Ooh, that would be delicious. But unfortunately,
you ever grilled peaches?
I heard about this.
You've never had grilled peaches before?
I don't think I have. No. Or grilled watermelon. Somebody was saying you could grill watermelon.
Yep.
So good.
Have you done that?
Feta with some balsamic glaze. Delicious.
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, God. Oh, my God. All righty. So, hey, everybody, this is National Tooth Fairy Day. Now, how much money did you get from the Tooth Fairy when you were young? I think I got cheated.
I think we got it.
Did you get $1?
I don't even think we got that. I think we got a
quarter.
It was like a quarter, yeah.
A quarter. Yeah, I seem to remember that I think I got a quarter.
Yeah.
But that was back then. That was a lot of money.
Well,
wasn't that back in the 1950s? A quarter? That would be equal to what? $5 or something now?
No, I don't know. What do they
What do you
now?
think?
I don't know, but we got a quarter too, but Miss Callie got $1. And the time she set a trap for the Tooth Fairy, she can get anything.
Wait a minute. Your daughter set a trap for the Tooth Fairy.
That's one smart girl.
And luckily her mom is smart enough to notice the trap before she fell into it.
Wait a minute.
Yep, she set up a little jar with little sprinkles on the thing, like glitter, so that if she stepped in it, she would know where she stepped. Like, Callie was very creative.
Wait a minute. She was trying to discover who the Tooth Fairy was.
She was trying to catch the Tooth Fairy.
That's it.
Well, that's because in our house we were kind of crazy. I mean, we had little footprints from the Easter Bunny all over the place. We had,
You actually, the Easter Bunny left footprints?
Oh yeah, little cotton balls in powder.
That's not all he left.
Yeah.
Cocoa Puffs.
The black jelly beans were the best part.
Oh, you're kidding me. Holy mother. What about Santa? Did Santa leave anything other than presents?
Best notes. Always ate the cookies and the warm, gross milk.
Oh, and how did Santa's notes not look like someone else's notes?
I used my left hand.
Ah, okay. Did your daughter then finally realize that there wasn't a Tooth Fairy?
She did, but it was after she realized there wasn't Santa at 11.
Oh my God, you're not supposed to. No, there is a Santa.
What?
There is a Santa because children.
Well, of course there's Santa, but she became part of the Santa group. You know, we are a family that believes that Santa has elves all over the world. And you become part of the Santa group. at a certain point.
Oh, I see. Okay, all righty. That yeah.
Because the
main
main
Enron.
The main guy can't go. The main guy tries to go everywhere, but he needs help.
Oh, I see. Okay. So he's not going all over the world. He's dependent on his official elves. And you apparently in your circle, the elves are turned into official elves when they're 11 years old.
Yes.
Yeah. At what age? Do you think that the Tooth Fairy? What country does the Tooth Fairy belong? Who owns the Tooth Fairy? And what does the Tooth Fairy look like? Have you ever thought about that? I've never thought. What does a Tooth Fairy look like?
Has anybody ever seen it?
Like any other fairy. I think most people think of Tinkerbell.
Has anybody ever seen
a movie that had all of these characters getting together and talking? What was that movie?
One of those movies with Tim Allen.
Yeah, it was a Christmas movie. It was one of like the Santa Claus or something. Had all of these
those iconic characters.
Yeah, all together, like trying to work out. They're on like a committee or something. It was kind of
Santa Claus 1, 2, or 3, or 7. Right.
Yeah. Well, I think like 3 or something.
Yeah.
But has anybody ever really seen the Tooth Fairy?
Yeah, I've never really. There's not an image of the Tooth Fairy.
Well, I think because she only appears when people are sleeping. She won't appear if you're awake.
Oh
yeah.
But don't you have to?
Oh, that's right. Didn't The Rock? Didn't he play the Tooth Fairy in one of the movies? There was a movie called Tooth Fairy, wasn't it? The Rock.
No, you're kidding.
Oh, that's true. I think
I don't
that
know.
might
That's
have been
funny
true.
though.
Yeah, Dwayne Johnson. Yeah, Dwayne Johnson.
So in the movie, the plot was that this is a very rich person who's out there giving money every time somebody loses a tooth. Ooh, yes. I don't.
That's for The Rock, right?
Oh, that was.
I don't think anyone saw the movie. That's the problem.
Yeah, that was the problem. Yeah, I don't think anybody.
I don't think. Yeah, was it a horror movie or was it a? No,
it was like a kids movie. It was a kids movie that the whole thing was that he was a hockey player, like a brutal.
I remember that.
He was a brutal hockey player on the ice, and he used to beat up everybody, and he knocked people's teeth out, and that's why they called him the Tooth Fairy. And I guess he did something to a young fan. He dashed their dreams. It says he dashed his dreams here, and he was sentenced to serve time as the real Tooth Fairy, complete with wings and everything. The pictures are actually pretty fun. The pictures are actually pretty funny. I've never seen it.
No, we've got to.
I don't even know when it came out. It's just like
Bob, in your horror movie version of the Tooth Fairy, that Tooth Fairy comes and takes your teeth.
Oh,
yes,
and delivers.
Oh my God!
So
Denny, when you were young, were you trying to yank teeth out? I mean, those teeth that wiggle. Did you ever try to get rid of pull it out of your mouth or anything, or did you just let the teeth fall out naturally? I don't remember.
Actually, I think I did try tying my one tooth to a string and putting it on the doorknob and closing the door. I think I did try that once.
Yeah.
I don't remember it being very successful.
I
mean, all kids lose their teeth, so
yeah,
it's very common.
Yeah, Kath or Kel, you.
My uncle did the tooth on the the string in the tooth in the door thing and pulled out my tooth once.
Really?
Yeah, I think I got $1, maybe 50 cents as a kid. But my students tell me they get $20 a tooth.
No.
Oh my God.
What?
They'll get $20 for one tooth. I'm like, oh man, inflation is real.
Oh my God!
Wow,
that's crazy.
Yeah. Speaking of that, Kel, when's school start for you? You teach
I
at
go
the
back on Monday. The middle school is doing something at Stanley Park on Monday, and then we go back into the building either Monday afternoon or Tuesday. And kids come Wednesday. Like we're rolling right into it.
Wow. So with this thing at Stanley Park, is it just for teachers?
Yep.
Oh, so the teachers
there get us together. Probably do some of our sessions there. Our PD, professional development, and then we'll go from there.
Oh, very interesting. Wow.
Yeah.
Best of luck this year, Cal.
Yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We look forward to. I seem to be learning or meeting all the teachers from across the street. I ran into the new art teacher a couple of weeks ago. Have you met him yet? He's really
I haven't
wonderful.
met him yet, but I've heard really good things.
Oh man! And now I know Steve, who went on our trip. This is the man who wore a T-shirt on our trip, our cruise. What was the T-shirt?
Token straight friend.
Token straight friend, and he wore that on the ship. You notice? Look at this. I'm wearing my Celebrity Summit T-shirt today.
Yeah, you are.
Ah, very nice, very nice.
Yeah, yeah. Who would you put on a celebrity summit? If you were going to have a summit, Rick, who would name 3 people? All of us think about this. 3 people who you would want to have a celebrity summit with.
I don't think that's the meaning of this word summit when it comes to the ship, Bob. That's okay.
Yes, no, and yes.
It means the apex, the top.
Oh, yes, yes, yeah, yes. The top of the mountain. But who you...
I don't know, because I don't, my person, I don't look up to celebrities. I just don't think they're anything special.
But like for instance, would you want Oprah and Taylor Swift and no. I'm trying to think of somebody that I would really want to, that I find really interesting. I like Cory Booker, but that's a politician. Somebody that...
Well, are politicians celebrities nowadays?
Yeah, isn't that
they tend to be?
I might pick Keanu Reeves. Lately, I've been reading so much about him and what he does for communities, and he's just a really nice guy. And he's so normal in New York. I mean, he takes the subway, he walks around. He's not all about the star trappings. And so I might pick him.
Oh, that's a good.
That's a good thing. I might pick Stephen King, just to sit down and talk with him.
Oh, that's a good one.
Although I might need therapy after speaking with him. But
Bob, would you pick Harry?
Prince Harry?
Yeah.
You know what? This would be this. I just got excited. I think wouldn't that be great?
Oh, geez.
I would love to have.
Here we go.
I would love to have the two of them for lunch. Yeah. No, I would much prefer Prince Harry. Oh, look at my God, Kathy. He's reading.
I know. I see it.
Yeah.
That's my book.
I can't wait to hear the review of it. Actually, I enjoyed that book, except that I watched all of the interviews with Prince Harry, and it seemed like he spilled the beans in every interview. So there was nothing new in the book for me.
You'd be surprised, Bob. Actually, it's actually a very well-written book. I
think it is. I read it. Yeah. It's.
I thought you said you hadn't read it.
No, I read it. It's very well.
I thought there was a lot of stuff that wasn't revealed. More about his anecdotal life, his careers and things. His military. Most of the book is about his military career.
Military career, absolutely.
Well, interestingly
and that's where he really.
Yeah, Kath.
We're on the. We're one of the many people in the world that are watching Suits for the first time.
Oh,
and Meghan Markle is in Suits, and it's really quite good.
Well
and I'm
done,
shocked.
Yeah, very
It's
good.
a great show.
Never watched it, and now we can't get enough.
Is that right?
I loved it. I watched the whole thing, all 7 years, twice.
Oh my God! Holy mother! 7 years. So how many episodes is 7 years?
Well, actually, there's
16.
There's 9 seasons now, and there's about 16 a season. All of them are on Netflix except season 9. So we're gonna have to switch over to Paramount Plus soon.
Oh,
I did watch it to the end, so it must have been 9 seasons. I watched it till the end. It was wonderful.
Wow. Hey, everybody, let's take a little tiny break and listen to Leonard Skinner sing about Georgia peaches, and then come back and finish up. Maybe, Kath, you could give us a little update about what's happening down at the center for it, the Creative Arts Center. Okay? All right.
Okie doke.
cheap. Yes, looking good. She's headed downtown. Ain't got no money, honey. She knows her way around. I think she's cute. Think she's cute as she can be. Talking about it, funny talking. Honky talking Georgia Beach. Well, Georgia peaches and they know their way around. They can take your money, son, or you get fired of town. But talk a little funny, but they look so fine. Yes, 9 out of 10 of them gonna sell you a dime. I think they're cute. Think they're cute as they can be. Ooh, yeah. I'm talking about it, funny talking, honky talking Georgia Beach. Well, peaches, peaches, love them Georgia peaches. Peaches, peaches, love them Georgia peaches. Georgia peaches sure do got the style that can steal your heart with a southern smile. Well, talk a little funny, but they look so fine. Older they get, Lord, I swear it's like good wine. I think they're cute. Think they're cute as they can be. Talking about it, funny talking, honky talking Georgia Beach. Talking about it, funny talking, Georgia Beach.
Support for the community programming of WSKB is provided by the Dunkin' Donut Shops of Westfield and the Sardinia family. It's nice to know that even as the world changes, Dunkin' Coffee remains the same at 7 convenient locations throughout Westfield.
This is Ken Stomsky from Ken's Den on WCPC 15 and 89.5 FM, Tuesdays, 8 to 10.
Community Radio 89.5 WSKB. Live from Studio 120 at Westfield Technical Academy, this is WCPC Channel 15 and 89.5 FM WSKB Westfield.
Wow, it is Tuesday. It is August 22-23. 22-23. And hey, Kathy Bradford is the executive director of, well, I call her the executive director. I don't think that's your official title. I don't know. But you could be, you're always the executive director to me of the Westfield on Weekends Creative Arts Center at 105 Elm Street. Tell what's happening down there, my friend?
Well, the interesting thing is we have quite a bit happening. We kick off September always with some new programming, and that is also our celebration of Hispanic Heritage Month.
Oh.
So we will be having a wonderful program for children with in our community cupcake cookies and community program. And that will be with our fabulous Mirabel from Encanto.
No, are you kidding me?
At the center. No. So that's going to be on September 15th. We're excited about that.
Holy mother, that's great. So it's people go online and they can register for that, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes, and
Mirabel.
it's not open yet. It'll be open to register this week coming up. we're getting ready to announce it and send out a email to everyone. So
wow.
get your tickets.
Wow, you guys are the first to hear.
The exciting part about that is that it's part of our traveling poster exhibit of the Smithsonian, which is about our immigration stories.
Yes.
And so it is going to be worth taking the time to come down to the center and see the amazing artwork of James Johnson Corwin's
oh my God.
Depiction of the Statue of Liberty.
Yes.
And then hear about the great immigration stories of Westfield, the city of Westfield.
That's right.
So it'll be some photos and some other things.
Oh, it's
we invite you down there.
Yeah, you know this. You gotta stop by. I don't get impressed with a lot of stuff, but when we had a meeting last night down there, and we walked into the room, and to see the head of the Statue of Liberty on the back wall, it's like 5 by 5 or something. There was something. Oh my God! It's just incredible, and there will be more of that as so when you see a light on in there and there's somebody working, it's my friend James Johnson Corwin, the curator, preparing for this exhibit later on in the month. Just great. Are there classes and courses that people can sign up for as well?
Yes, absolutely. We have our standard acrylic and watercolor and yoga, but we also are bringing in a person from the university who will be doing mini books that people can learn how to create their own mini personality book. And that's going to be incredible. She received a scholarship for that, and she's using it in collaboration with our center. We have an amazing line art program coming. When you remember, we just recently met with him, and he's very creative. So we're looking at that. And we're also going to be doing in our community talk about a really exciting presentation with author Trudy Knowles when she comes and talks about life in the 60s.
Oh, and, wow.
Yeah, so we have a lot of things coming up. Of course, this is right before we do our biggest event of the year, which is not the center's event, but WOW's event, Pumpkin Fest, and so that'll be coming mid-October.
Yeah, Saturday, October 14th. I've been working my tail off on that one. October 14th, it's 11 to 3 in the afternoon, followed by the Haunted Ice Rink as well this year. So it's going to be really kind of wonderful. And it's right down near something that's near and dear to Rick Barry's heart.
Yeah, the Amelia Park Children's Museum.
Amelia Park Children's Museum, which has got all kinds of wonderful stuff happening, right?
Yep.
Is there any other event happening that we need to know about, Ricardo?
Not right now.
No, where are you going with your beer? Where can we see you pouring next?
Oh, we've got another concert this Friday night.
Oh, tell us.
Downtown.
Yeah.
I believe it's an Artworks production. And
I think it's Piper Hopkins.
Yeah, the Piper Hopkins Band.
They were a rain out earlier in the season.
Yep.
Oh,
so Friday night.
What kind of band is that? Is it a cover band?
I think it's rock and roll, covers,
stuff like that.
Yeah. Piper Hopkins
band, yeah. So, and if you missed last Friday because you asked it, Pete
Blues,
there, that Bad News Blues and Jazz Orchestra were phenomenal.
Yeah, they were phenomenal.
If you get a chance to see them,
they need a singer though, a male singer to complement the female singer.
Yes, she
was
do
good. Some of the male stuff.
Yes,
and I think that they would just kill.
Wild. Hey, yes.
Bob, I just wanted to interject one thing is because we're doing a joint event with the Children's Museum in October. October 19th, we're doing a STEM program: science, technology,
engineering and math.
Engineering and math. And we'll be doing it with our scientist and a paleontologist who will be coming down to the Children's Museum and talking about how important science is with the children. We have a lot going on.
Wild. It sounds so great. Hey, Denny Akins gets Tom Jones, the composer, died last week, and I meant to say something about it. We're going to go out here with the final number from the Fantastics, which is I think it's the longest running Broadway musical ever. Is that right?
Off-Broadway?
I think it's the longest running off-Broadway.
Off-Broadway musical. Jenny and I did this show, and it's the Fantastics. It's so simple. Just quickly tell somebody. Well, I'm going to play the Try to Remember reprise at the end, and at one point you'll hear the dialogue, and it says something about the wall and how. Tell about the wall, and quickly do it because we've only got a few minutes left.
Well, the Fantastics is a show that's very symbolic, and it's all about relationships and love and separation of people and people coming back together, love lost, love refound, and it's about the universal truths that we all have to live with. Mm-hmm. And that's what the appeal and the beauty of the show is. It uses a young boy and young girl who fall in love, whose parents try to keep them apart.
Right.
Against the wills of nature and the human desire to be with each other.
Yes.
So it's a lovely show.
They kind of build a wall between it. It sort of predates Romeo and Juliet, except that the parents really want their kids to get married and hitched.
Right.
This is a big plan on their part.
Right.
So
it's reverse psychology.
Reverse psychology. And
by keeping them apart, they'll drive them together.
Yeah.
And they're successful.
Yeah, you can go on YouTube and see all kinds of versions of the Fantastics. It's a small show, and it is so wonderful. There's a fine movie out about it as well, which I think one of the Jonas Brothers plays the young boy in it. I may be wrong.
I think Nick does. I think Nick.
Yeah,
Jonas.
Yeah.
That.
It's just great, and so we're going to play to remind us of this great show and the Tom Jones, the lyricist who came up with all these great lyrics. It's a wonderful show.
Remember, you must always leave the wall. Deep in December, it's nice to remember, although you know the snow will follow. Deep in December, it's nice to remember, without a hurt, the heart is hollow. Deep in December, it's nice to remember the fire of September that made us mellow. Deep in December,